EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. Smith catches left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? you have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Quickly to Addison here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Good route here.
Here's Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
9 yards on the 1st down, keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
One back, baby, one back.
They'll try and run here with Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Javon Kinlaw. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
Here we go. Bring the energy. Two. What's that?
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the... On the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Quaker Omaha. First.
Throwing, Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. At the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
We change it. You. Yo.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. He's got a man, complete. That one good for 37 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson. He'll get this off to Swift. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
13.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation either.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
Both these teams making their final halftime
with our visitors,
adjustments.
the Vikings
We're just
taking
about
the
ready
lead
to
to
get
the
back
locker
to
room.
football. So for
As
the
we'll
call
get you
of
down
the
the
second half,
coast to
we get back
Orlando
up
for
to
Jonathan Coachman
Philadelphia
at REA
and
Sports
Brandon
Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
and the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
180. Middle.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You change it.
From the gun, Jackson. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Cousins again. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Zebra. Gun.
Jefferson moving in motion left.
Good route here.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's got it. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll find Osborne here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Cousins. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship inside the 20. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my